Hi snooker fans, Curtis Braithwaite here for DaffodSnooker.com. I'm with the newly crowned Irish Open champion, the K-Dog himself, Mark King, for a quick catch-up. Mark, how are you, pal?
Easy, bro.
Easy, bro.
Easy, bro. Yeah, cool, mate. All good.
Good stuff, pal. So Mark, now the dust has settled and it's time to take it in, all your friends, family and that, pal. Firstly, from my side of things, I want to really congratulate you on winning the Irish Open last year, mate.
Much appreciated.
Sensational, mate. Emotional final. As one of your fans and obviously friends away from snooker, I was so glad to see you finally obviously fulfil your dream in that, pal. So just tell us what it's been like, pal.
Yeah, it's been really good actually. It's been quite humbling. Obviously getting a few emails and that from people that have got gambling problems that have sort of messaged me, how do I, have I beaten or not beating it, but how do I deal with it day to day basis, that sort of stuff. But the nicest thing is just people all around the world have messaged me and said the speech was really heartfelt and that sort of stuff, and just really all positive stuff. And it's been brilliant. Obviously, first time to win an event, been a dream for donkey's years, and to fulfil it. And obviously being in Ireland and obviously the kids being able to be there, and the missus was just, I couldn't have dreamt of doing it any other way. If it had been in China, it'd have been amazing, but not with the kids and the missus there. And it was just, it was perfect, absolutely perfect. And I still sit and watch it back, and I still cry even when I watch it and know what I'm going to say, and that sort of stuff. Obviously, I can't thank my dad enough for, the money and effort he's put in over the, we used to travel up and down the country, playing pro-ams, get up at 5 in the morning. And I was only 11, and I'd go up and get beat 3-0 every week, every Saturday, Sunday, get pumped every week, but it was experience. And without my dad, no way, I'd be where I am now.
I mean, pal, just tell me, like, when you actually put in that final cash ball, what was going through your mind? What was the emotions racing for your body?
To be honest with you, the thought side before was when I thought to myself, if I ever got to that stage of having cash ball, in my heart of hearts, I didn't think I'd be able to do it without feeling the pressure and that. But in the last frame, I was so relaxed and had all the thoughts, really good thoughts and that sort of stuff. Nothing negative. And obviously, when I potted the black to go 35 ahead, I thought, I'm in with a good chance. But I never once thought this is it. Do you know what I mean? Until I actually potted the green. It was just relief of all them years of trying. And then obviously Anthony winning the German Masters was sick. It was unbelievable. I was so pleased for him. We've been around the same length of time. And it was just amazing to see him win one as well. Both of us in the same year.
Yeah, that was the amazing thing, wasn't it? It's like they talk about 2 London buses, isn't it? And then they both come along at the same time. Just amazing, isn't it? Like so many years between you on the tour, finding to crack it the same season and near enough roughly around the same time.
Yeah, well, I mean, it just goes to show you that it doesn't matter how old you are. It ain't like, probably before the season started, we'd have never been anyone's to win an event, the pair of us. But now it probably gives us obviously more belief in ourselves, and obviously the more experienced players, it gives them belief as well, thinking, we can still do it, and on my day I can still beat anyone, don't matter how old I am. I still walk around thinking I'm like a 21-year-old, even though I ain't. I love it. I love the venues and just the banter, all the lads, and even the new lads, the new generation. And it's brilliant. Obviously, no entry fees has been a massive plus for the whole tour.
Absolutely, but just touch on it. It's not really. We say it was a surprise winners, but when you look at you and Hamilton, both former top 16 players, the class has been there over the years. But like you said, sometimes the older you get, the less you start to believe that you can do it. I suppose that's probably the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think obviously at the height of my career, I suppose where I was gambling more than I was practicing, obviously had a massive effect on my career. Obviously, I should have won tournaments or should have got to the later stages, but I was out playing cards all night and that sort of stuff. And obviously it weren't good, but the few years that I've stopped gambling, I've had to, I've put the proper preparation in, and I come to tournaments now and I'm proper prepared, I ain't going away thinking, well, if I'd have put another hour in, that sort of stuff. But the only problem I've got at the minute is I've got a thing called tennis elbow. I had a little mini car accident in January, and it's hindering my practice. So instead of me being able to play 5 or 6 hours, I can only really practice a couple, maybe 3 maximum, depending on how much the pain.
Yeah.
So that's a bit of a bummer, but you know, I've just got to carry on and hopefully get some results.
Good man. So, pal, obviously just started the season now and playing your first match today. But what's been happening anyway since the break, since the end of the world? So I know we didn't manage to get to the Crucible, but since that time, what's been happening?
I've just been at home with the kids, chilling, and literally just doing a couple of odd jobs at home.
Yeah.
As soon as I finish the season, Sally normally gives me a list. Right, this is what I want you to do. This has got to be done. I need that done. This done. I've done a few bits and bobs. But in all fairness, I've just been at home chilling with the family because obviously being away so much of the time, I just like being at home. You know what I mean? And it's just nice spending time with them, going out for lots of meals, that sort of stuff, just spending quality time together. Because now, obviously, it's only been 2 or 3 weeks and now back at it again, it's going to go hard again. And obviously, hopefully, you can get through Latvia and China. But if it don't work out, then another little break, which is quite... don't really know how they do the schedule. I know it's all must be down to certain things, but to get through and then have a lot of time off and then another, it's a bit... I don't know, but you know, I'm just happy to get the queue out again.
Yeah. Well, pal, just to touch on something important because I know you've got a brand new sponsor. So if you want to tell us.
Yeah, I've got 2 sponsors, Minden and Total. I do apologise for this, but I don't want to get it wrong. I don't want to start bumping it right. It's Total Site Projects. They're part of the recruitment group, and Minden. They're both my sponsors for the new season, which is much appreciated. Minden is Michael O'Sullivan's, Ronnie's cousin.
Yeah,
I've known him since I was a young kid, and it's just been really nice to, you know, someone who really cares about you, and we're close pals as well, you know, so it's really nice. And the other fella, Andy, he's from Romford where I grew up, so it's just nice to have someone who, you know, wants to help you and I can help them. And it's really, really good.
Yeah, I met Michael at Clacton, at Aiden's Club in Clacton. He's a nice fella, isn't he?
Yeah. He's good as gold. And listen, he's one of them players that when he knew he weren't going to be a snooker player, he weren't good enough, he just went, right, that's it, I ain't good enough. And touch wood, he's cracking on really well with his business and in Manhattan, so good luck to him.
Good man. I've seen your dad in Players Lounge as well. I see you've got Bill with you. How's the pup's been? What's his...
Yeah. Listen, since obviously Ireland, he's nothing but praise all the time, and probably that was the only sour point, him not actually being there.
Yeah.
But you know, he loves it. He still loves coming on the tour, and he's just been around snooker even before I started playing snooker. He managed the snooker club in Romford. I can't remember what it was called now, but in like the late 60s, 70s, he was working in there, and he's been there since dot. You know, he loves it. He loves coming. And
such a character.
Yeah. He just sit there and he just talk an absolute load of old poo for a few hours, all the old stories. And I've heard them a million times, but you know, he's great. He's a lovely fella.
Remind me who his favourite player is again.
Andy Hamilton. It's supposed to be Andy Hamilton.
Yeah. And Paddy something, isn't it? What's his favourite player? I've got his name. Player from the past that he goes on about all the time.
Pat Zularan.
That's the one.
Pat
Zularan every time.
People that don't know Pat Zularan was an older generation player in the likes of Marcus Owen and them sort of players. And he was a bit of a hustler up the billiard hall and all that. He used to give people 50 start and weren't allowed to touch a cushion, that sort of thing. Great player, but obviously, you know me, Dad, he's the greatest player I've ever seen. You know what I mean? And he still thinks he's the greatest player, but it's just the old days. The old days, certain clubs in the old days were far better in the old days. Absolutely. With the old characters, you had the gangsters in there and the thieves and the...
You grew up quick, didn't you?
It was awesome. You know, people would be putting 600-700 quid in the fruit machines. And it was only 100 quid jackpot. Then they'd put their fist through the machine, pay another tour. You know what I mean? So literally, they'd do 900 quid just to win a one-up. But you know, the old days were by far the best days.
Absolutely, pal. Well, look, Mark, I'm going to let you chill out because I know you've got your match shortly.
Thank you.
But look, mate, once again, so proud of you winning the Irish Open last year. And all of us at DapperSnooker.com want to wish you the very, very, very best.
Thank you. Can I just say what a great job you're doing, and it's always nice to see all the other players doing their little interviews and that, and long may it continue.
Cheers, Mark. Top
no worries.